Look, it's 6-0, a perfect finals record. I'm sorry, but that ends the debate right there.
Oh, so 10 finals appearances means nothing? LeBron went to, 10 finals. Jordan only made 6.
And he's sitting here with 5 rings and 81 points in a single game. But sure, let's just ignore that.
Okay, the 81-point game was incredible. I get it. But we're talking about championships. Jordan never lost a finals. Not once.
Well, neither did Kobe in '09 and '10 when he was the clear number one option.
But LeBron beat a 73-win team, the best regular season team ever, down 3-1 in the finals. I mean, nobody's ever done that.
Come on, the Warriors choked. Draymond got suspended. Bogut got hurt.
Don't do that. Don't you minimize the greatest comeback in finals history because of one game suspension.
Okay, but can we talk about the clutch gene? Because Kobe has 38 game winners, most in NBA history. That's not luck.
Jordan's whole career was clutch. The shot over Elo, the push-off against Utah, the flu game where he could barely stand and still dropped 38.
Okay, but LeBron blocked Iguodala in Game 7 and then hit the dagger 3 in Oakland with the championship on the line. I mean, that's as clutch as it gets.
One block doesn't define a career. Kobe hit game winners for 20 straight years.
And LeBron's been elite for what, 23? That has to count for something, right?
Longevity isn't greatness. Jordan's peak was it was higher. 41 points per game in the finals. I mean, show me anyone else who's done that.
LeBron averaged 29, 11, and 9 in the 2016 finals. That's way more complete than just scoring.
Yeah, because he had to do everything. Jordan had a system. He had roles defined. He didn't need to, stuff the stat sheet.
Exactly. Jordan and Kobe were assassins, pure scorers. LeBron's more of a facilitator who can score.
A facilitator who can... He's the all-time leading scorer, 42,000 points. How is that a facilitator who can score?
Because he played 8 more seasons than Jordan. If Jordan played 23 years, he'd have 60,000 points.
But he didn't. Staying healthy, staying elite into your 40s, that is harder than anything Jordan did.
Jordan retired because he won everything. Twice. He literally had nothing left to prove.
And let's not forget why he retired the first time. I mean, his father was murdered. That's not just about basketball.
Right. And he came back and won 3 more immediately. If he'd stayed for those 2 years, we're talking about, 8 championships.
Hypotheticals don't matter. What matters is that LeBron actually played 23 years at an elite level. Jordan played 15.
Kobe played 20. That's longevity too,
Sure, but come on. Kobe's last few years weren't exactly elite. The Achilles injury basically ended his prime.
He still averaged 22 points at age 37 before the injury. And his work ethic? I mean, the Mamba mentality influenced an entire generation.
Which he learned from Jordan. Everything Kobe did. The footwork, the fadeaways, the mentality. He studied Jordan and, tried to replicate it.
He didn't replicate it. He evolved it. 5 championships, 2 without Shaq as the clear alpha. That proves he could win his own way.
And LeBron won with 3 different franchises: Cleveland, Miami, the Lakers. 3 completely different teams and systems.
Because he kept leaving. Jordan stayed loyal and built a dynasty.
Okay, but Jordan had Scottie Pippen and Phil Jackson for all 6 championships. LeBron had to rebuild 3 times.
Oh, come on. Pippen was great because of Jordan. Put Pippen on any other team without Jordan, he's not winning anything.
Same with Wade and Bosh. LeBron went to Miami specifically to team up with them.
And then he came back to Cleveland with nothing and won them their first title in 52 years. That is way harder than staying in one place with the same Hall of Fame teammate.
So now loyalty is a negative.
No, I'm saying winning in multiple places with different casts is more impressive than winning in one place with the same core.
Kobe did both. He won with Shaq, he won without Shaq. Best of both worlds.
But Jordan never needed a Shaq. He was the clear alpha from day one of his championship runs.
That's not fair. Those first 3 championships, Shaq was the finals MVP twice. Kobe was, learning.
Exactly. And then he proved himself with 2 more rings. That's versatility.
Jordan proved himself with 6, and he never lost. Why does nobody want to acknowledge that perfect finals record?
Because making 10 finals is harder than making 6. He had to be great for longer.
But he lost 4 of them. That's not greatness. That's, inconsistency.
He was facing dynasties, the Spurs, the Warriors with Kevin Durant. Jordan never faced a super team like that.
Because he was the super team. He dominated so completely that nobody else could build dynasties. The entire 90s belonged to Jordan.
And the West in the 2000s belonged to the Lakers. 3 straight finals with Shaq, then back-to-back with Pau.
The East from 2011 to 2018 belonged to LeBron. 8 straight finals appearances.
In the weakest Eastern Conference in modern history.
Oh, come on. They had the Celtics' Big Three, the Pacers with Paul George.
Which doesn't compare to the Spurs, Suns, Mavericks that Kobe had to go through in the West.
Exactly. The West was a bloodbath. Every series was a war.
And yet, LeBron's the one who beat the 73-win Warriors, the best team ever assembled.
They didn't have Durant yet. When they added Durant, what happened? LeBron lost twice.
Because that team was unstoppable. Nobody could beat them.
So LeBron gets credit for losing to an unstoppable team?
He gets credit for facing tougher competition than Jordan ever did.
Jordan's competition was plenty tough. The Bad Boy Pistons, the Celtics, the Knicks, those were physical defensive teams.
And Kobe faced Duncan's Spurs, Dirk's Mavs, Nash's Suns. That era was stacked.
LeBron faced all of them too, and he's been doing it for 23 years.
Which brings us back to longevity versus peak. Jordan's peak is higher than anyone's ever been.
By what measure? LeBron's 2012 season was insane. He won MVP, Finals MVP, and Olympic gold all in 1 year.
Jordan won MVP, Finals MVP, and All-Star MVP in '96. Plus, led his team to 72 wins and a championship.
Kobe dropped 62 in 3 quarters and sat the 4th because the game was over. That's dominance.
That's one game. We're talking about entire seasons, entire careers.
It shows what his peak looked like. When Kobe was locked in, he was unstoppable.
Same with Jordan, except Jordan was locked in for 8 straight years. 2 three-peats with a baseball break in between.
LeBron's been locked in for 23 years. He's made 19 All-NBA teams. 19!
Jordan made 11 and 15 seasons. Better rate.
Jordan retired twice. You can't just ignore that.
He retired after achieving everything. That's different than declining with age.
Kobe played through an Achilles tear in his final seasons. He literally sacrificed his body for the game.
That's admirable, but it doesn't make him better than LeBron, who figured out how to stay healthy for 2 decades.
Stay healthy? LeBron's had super teams his whole career. He doesn't have to carry the load like Kobe did.
Super teams? Cleveland's second best player in 2015 was Matthew Dellavedova.
And he lost that finals.
Because his second and third best players were Matthew Dellavedova and Timofey Mozgov.
Jordan would have won with that roster.
No, he wouldn't. Nobody wins with that roster against the Warriors.
Can we talk about scoring ability? Because that's what people pay to see.
Jordan averaged 30.1 for his career, 10 scoring titles. He was the greatest scorer ever.
Until LeBron passed him for most points in NBA history, 42,000 and counting.
In 8 more seasons, per-game average matters more than cumulative totals.
Kobe's averaged 25 over 20 years and has the second highest scoring game ever, 81 points.
Which is amazing, but one game doesn't define a career. LeBron's been more consistent over a longer period.
Consistency isn't the same as dominance. Jordan dominated for 15 years, 10 scoring titles, 6 championships, 5 MVPs.
LeBron's got 4 MVPs, 4 championships, and he's still playing at an elite level at 40.
Kobe's got 5 championships and 2 Finals MVPs as the clear best player. That's dominance.
But it's still less than Jordan's 6 championships and 6 Finals MVPs. The math, it just doesn't work in Kobe's favor here.
So it's all about Jordan versus LeBron then?
Realistically, yes.
Finally, something we agree on.
This is disrespectful.
It's not disrespect. Kobe's top 5 all time, maybe top 3. But the GOAT debate is between Jordan and LeBron.
5 rings, 81 points, 38 game winners. How is that not GOAT material?
Because Jordan has better numbers across the board. More championships, more MVPs, a higher peak, a perfect finals record.
And LeBron has better cumulative numbers. More points, more assists, more finals appearances, a longer prime.
So peak versus longevity? That's what it comes down to?
Exactly, and peak matters more.
No, sustained excellence matters more.
They're both wrong. Mentality matters most, and nobody had a better mentality than Kobe.
Jordan's mentality was legendary. He made his teammates cry. He punched them. He refused to let them lose.
That's not healthy.
But it won 6 championships.
Kobe did the same thing. 4 a.m. workouts, obsessive film study, played through injuries nobody else would play through.
And LeBron's taken care of his body so well. He's been elite for 23 years. That's smart, not soft.
Nobody's calling LeBron soft, but Jordan's warrior mentality is part of what made him great.
Same with Kobe. The Mamba mentality became a movement.
Because of marketing, LeBron's actual basketball is more impressive than any nickname or mentality.
Marketing? Kobe lived it. He outworked everyone.
So did Jordan. The difference is Jordan won more.
Can we talk about defense? Because LeBron's made all defensive teams while also being the primary facilitator and scorer.
Jordan won Defensive Player of the Year. In the same season, he won the scoring title. The only player ever to do that.
Kobe made all-defensive team 12 times, while also leading the league in scoring. That's elite two-way play.
LeBron can guard all 5 positions. Neither Jordan nor Kobe could do that.
Jordan didn't need to. He was 6'6", not 6'9". He guarded his position at an elite level.
Same with Kobe. 12 all-defensive teams doesn't happen by accident.
Fair, but LeBron's versatility on defense is unmatched. He's guarded point guards, centers, everyone in between.
And he's never won Defensive Player of the Year. Jordan did.
Because voters focus on perimeter defense and rim protection. LeBron's defensive versatility doesn't fit traditional categories.
That sounds like an excuse.
It's context, which is what you both keep ignoring when it benefits your arguments.
I'm not ignoring context. Jordan played against tougher defensive schemes, more physical play. The league was harder in the 90s.
The league is more skilled now. Every player can shoot threes, switch on defense, run complex schemes.
And Kobe played in both eras. He faced the physical 90s teams and the skilled 2000s teams.
And still has fewer championships and MVPs than Jordan.
But more than LeBron's 4.
Because he had Shaq for 3 of them.
And LeBron had Wade and Bosh. What's your point?
My point is, LeBron won with 3 different franchises. That's harder than winning with one team.
Or it shows he couldn't build a sustainable dynasty.
He went to 8 straight finals. That is a dynasty.
And lost most of them.
To historically great teams.
All right, final arguments. 45 seconds each. Let's settle this.
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. And it's not particularly close. 6 championships, 6 finals MVPs, perfect finals record. 41 points per game in those finals. Never had a bad game when it mattered most. He won Defensive Player of the Year and the scoring title in the same season, something nobody else has ever done. 10 scoring titles, the 72-10 Bulls that won the championship. The most clutch player in history with game winners that are still replayed today. When everything was on the line for 15 years, Jordan was automatic. That's the definition of the GOAT.
LeBron James is the greatest of all time because he's done it longer, better, and against tougher competition than anyone in basketball history. 42,000 points, the all-time scoring leader, 10 finals appearances, 8 of them consecutive, 4 championships with 3 different franchises, including the only 3-1 finals comeback ever against the best regular season team in history. 27, 7, and 7 over 23 seasons. He's the most complete player we've ever seen. Can score, pass, rebound, defend every position, and run an entire offense. At 40 years old, he's still putting up elite numbers. That's not greatness, that's basketball immortality.
Kobe Bryant is the greatest because he embodied everything basketball should be. 38 game winners, the most in NBA history. 81 points in a game, second only to Wilt. 5 championships in 2 completely different eras, proving he could win as part of a duo and as the clear alpha. 12 all-defensive teams while also being one of the league's premier scorers. The Mamba mentality became more than basketball. It influenced athletes across every sport. 4 a.m. workouts, obsessive preparation, never backing down from any moment or opponent. When you needed someone who wanted the last shot, who lived for pressure, who would will their team to victory through sheer force of personality, that was Kobe Bryant. Every single time.
So we've got the perfect finals record, the 42,000 points, and the Mamba mentality.
3 completely different definitions of greatness.
And none of us are changing our minds.
Jordan dominated his era so completely the entire decade belongs to him.
LeBron's dominated for over 2 decades against better competition.
Kobe dominated both mentally and physically in a way nobody else could match.
6 rings, no finals losses. That's the ultimate measure.
10 finals appearances, 3 franchises. That's the ultimate journey.
5 rings, 81 points. That's the ultimate killer instinct.
Peak performance matters more than longevity.
Sustained excellence matters more than peak.
Mentality matters more than both.
We're just going to keep arguing in circles.
Because we watched different eras and fell in love with different players.
And that's what makes basketball beautiful.
Jordan's still my GOAT.
LeBron's still mine.
And Kobe's the only right answer.
6 and 0 means something.
42,000 points mean something.
81 points in a game means something.
They all mean something. That's why this debate never ends.
And why it never will.
3 legends, 3 completely valid cases, and millions of fans who will argue about it forever.
That's the legacy.
3 players who changed what we thought basketball could be.
And gave us one of the greatest debates in sports history.